Today we're going to learn from Peter Hollins, for those of you who are doing music channels, how you can turn your music into a full-time career here on YouTube. It's coming up. Hey guys, my name is Tim Schmoyer and welcome to Video Creators. This channel is all about helping you guys grow a YouTube audience so you can spread a message that reaches people and changes their life. And you help change musicians' lives. So for those creators out there who are doing music videos, what advice do you have for them who want to get to where you are?
All right. Absolutely. Here we go. Are you ready? I'm going to kick your butt. So, you are not a musician. You are a person first and a musician second. Therefore, you can't not speak at the end of your videos. You need to be seen as a human being.
I thank you so much for supporting my music and watching it and sharing it with your friends. It means the world to me and I couldn't do this without you.
They need to see you as more than just this glossy music video or this beautiful voice or this killer instrumentalist. Because if you're just seen as that, they're not going to care about you. And in the end, you want them to love you, the person. And if they do, then it doesn't matter what type of music you create. It actually doesn't matter how talented you are. I know you don't like that, but it's true. It's about them falling in love with you, the person, right? We're all searching for that. We all want connection. Let them connect with you, not just your music. Your music is like the sugar on top. You should definitely be on Patreon, because the number one thing that musicians desperately need, because I believe we're the poorest creators, is consistent revenue. And what consistent revenue can do to your life and your health and your business is completely revolutionize how you make your music, and the peace of mind that comes with that, knowing that you have $500 every month, $1,000 every month, $240 every month, just so that you know you have that, because then you can act like an entrepreneur, like you should be, and you can start hiring people to fill in the gaps where you're not the best at it. You should be answering every single comment you get on YouTube immediately, right? You want to make this a community, and those people you want to make feel like they're the most important people in the entire world. And the more you do that, and the more you show that you care about them, because you better care, because they're the reason why you get to do what you love, the more they will support you on Patreon, the more they will see you as a person, and the more they will be with you throughout your entire career. Therefore, talk and communicate with them under the fold, ask them questions, engage. The algorithm likes that, they like that, and then they're going to want to be part of your journey. They're going to want to become closer to you. They're going to want to be part of your creation process. And that's what Patreon allows you to do. Without all of this, you're shooting yourself in the foot, because guess what? If I can make a freaking amazing living in Eugene, Oregon, in a cul-de-sac without touring, and I started when I was 31 and I just make dorky music in a microphone in my underwear in a garage, like, you can do this, because you're probably younger, more attractive, and more talented. So get with the program.
Yeah, awesome. There's a few things in there that I want to pick at because it was awesome. So when you're talking about talking at the end of your videos, that's really important, because it creates the human connection, like you said. But I would suggest, like you alluded to, just say a little bit of your story, like dorky dad, or and if you state a belief with that, that starts getting emotions even more connected. Like people who believe what you believe about why this matters or what you're doing, like me too, and the connection grows so much faster than if you just say, hey, make music video. If you're like, yeah, you and everybody else, right?
Right.
So I highly recommend you guys read a book called Primal Branding by a guy named Patrick Hanlon. It's like why some people can sell at concert venues and go double platinum and they're actually really terrible musicians, right? It's why some YouTube videos are like really poor quality and really bad, but they have millions of views and subscribers, right? And another thing that you said, and I actually think I learned this from Peter. If you want to learn more about Patreon, we have another video where he ripped apart my Patreon account and really helped me take it to the next level. So you can find that link down below or a card around here. But I think somewhere in there you said, or I think I got this from you, which is like, don't think of Patreon as like, pay me so I can give you something.
Oh, yeah,
think of it more of like, this is a next natural step in the community here.
Patreon is not a crowdfunding site. Like, let that sink into your head. It's not a crowdfunding site. If you're asking for money, you're doing Patreon wrong, right? It's like letting the people who care about you the most get closer. And you care about them the most too. So it's like, you're just like, here's the door, walk through it, because I have this amazing feast on the other side, and I want you to eat it with me.
I want to give this to you. It's not like, buy this from me. Yeah.
And honestly, if some of my favorite artists or favorite people had a Patreon account and for $1 a month, I got to have access to them, like I'd freak the heck out, right? So Jason Mraz, Sarah Bareilles, Please start a Patreon account. That would be great. Thank you.
One of the things that this guy does is he actually teaches other creators how to grow their art into a business. Tell us a little bit about that and how you do it.
Yeah, so I started the Holland's Creator Academy in December while I was on Broadway. And my goal is to just help teach people how to be businessmen and entrepreneurs, and you musicians just, I don't want to like belittle you, but like we don't understand it. I didn't understand it. I didn't get it. And then I've been doing this for 7.5 years now. I get it now, kind of. I'm constantly learning, but everything that I've learned, I want to give back. I'm going to teach you how to community manage. I'm going to teach you how to have longevity to your career. Musicians need this more than anyone, so I love teaching.
Yeah.
You love teaching. You're doing it full time. You're a killer. You slay that. I quadrupled in size in 2 months and went from being part-time to full-time overnight. And all of a sudden, for the first time ever, I had a community of people. It opened up my eyes to looking at the creator community in a completely different way.